Well, today we'll be studying about the images in CSS3, that how we can get the rounded image. Well, I have used a image whose source is image.jpg and alternative text is scenery, and I have defined the width and the height of the image. What I have done in styling is I have written border radius as 8 pixels. Well, you will see that you'll have rounded images. You can see at the edges. Well, another question which is being asked by most of the users is that how we can get the circled image. If you want to get a circled image, then define your radius into percentage as if 50%, or just increase the percentage and your radius will become more it will get more shrinker. Well, what I have done, I've defined the radius 50%, and if your image is in square, then it will give a perfect circle. But in case your image is into a rectangle shape, then obviously you will get an ellipse sort of image. Well, I have taken this image and I have defined the styling as border radius 50%. Let's see its output. This is how your image is showing. If we have taken a square image, then obviously we would have got a perfect circled image. Then let's get to know that how we can get a thumbnail image. We have used this image and I have defined a border, then border radius, and given a padding. Well, border radius at the end corners of the border, and this is the padding, 5 pixels, and I have taken the border as 1 pixel solid gray. Let's save it and run it. This is how your image will be shown. It is showing a thumbnail image. Well, then how we can use an image as a link? Well, I have taken a anchor tag and I have given the reference as image.jpg. Then I have here defined that my image, and in anchor tag I have targeted as blank. When I click on this particular image which I have defined, I'll be directed to a page where I'll see this complete image on a new blank tab, and here I have defined display in block, border of the image, the radius, padding, and this transition. The transition that when I click on this image and then when I'll be directed to this new blank tab and I'll see this complete image. Then a box shadow. We have studied about the shadow effect. Here I've defined when you hover over the link, when you hover over that image, you will see that it's a link. So let's see how it happens actually. Well, this is that transition time, which is we have defined 1.3 seconds, and let's save it and run it. Okay, this is our image, and when I click on it, you can see this hover effect. When I click on it, the user will be directed to this next page. As I have mentioned in my code, target blank and reference image.jpg, so that I'll be directed to the normal size of the image. Then let's study that how we can write over our image, or we can write text over our image. Well, let's start with what we have done in our main body section. I have taken a division class, and in that division class I have taken an image, and I've taken another division class and I've written top left. This is my textual part which I want to get seen over my image. My image, I have done styling. I have made it opaque by using this opacity 0.3, and in top left I have written it's the class which has used top left. I have written that the font size and the from 8 pixels, it should be 8 pixels from topwards and 16 pixels from left, and its position should be absolute. And the container, the whole container which is consisting the image as well as the text part, I have written position as relative to each other. Well, we can place our text either in top left, or we can use top right, bottom left, bottom right, or center. So simply change your division class as per the need and just save it and run it. Well, this is, you're getting an opaque image. Well, you can write your text over top left or top right, bottom left, bottom right, or either in center. Just you have to change in your division class. Well, that's all for today. For more updates, stay tuned to IntelliLearn.in. Thank you.